Good evening, everyone. Hello. How are you all doing today? It's the 1st of October, which means it is officially Halloween. I've got my hat, got a cup of tea, and I've got a friend. Just one sec. Let me switch his face on. Hello? You ready? Sorry, one sec.
Jack up.
Oh, hello. So you are here. Hey, you're here on stream.
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh my god. Sorry. I'm hearing like everything at once.
Sorry, I can turn stuff down.
Nope. I just was listening to you, and then also listening to you. And oh no.
Oh no.
So I can hear you. I can hear me twice.
Huh. Okay, one sec. So your audio is doubled up. I don't think that's a problem on my end. Are you watching the stream?
Yes.
I think I might know what the problem is. Hang on. No, it's not that.
I know what the problem is.
Huh? Is it you?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh god. So once oh no, I'm replying to myself and then I'm also replying to you twice.
You could mute the stream while you're watching.
Yeah, so what I think was the problem was that I couldn't hear you in like normally, so I had the stream unmuted so I could hear you, which made me hear me, which made me loop back on myself.
Oh,
I'm caught in a time paradox.
Okay, well we got things sorted. Yeah. Well, these are the sorts of things that you can't really predict without going live, right? But do you want to introduce yourself? You stream occasionally, right? Do you want to plug yourself now, or?
I mean, I have streamed exactly twice, and I don't know at which rate I'm looking to stream. I'm mostly just looking to hang out with friends right now.
Okay, well, we can certainly do that. This is my friend Kalmar. He is here to help me be my advisor for Bloodborne. I'm just going to switch over to the game screen now. Zerp. Yeah, the stinger needs to be lined up properly. All right. Turn off theme music. Let's watch the opening CG. And then we can sort of balance audio. I think there's one at least. Oh no. I just go straight into the menu. Oh well. So, we're doing a brand new playthrough. I have played this game twice.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, Pale Blood.
Pale Blood. Well, you've come to the right place. Yharnam is the home of blood ministration.
Gotta make sure that
Need only unravel its mystery.
the game audio isn't too loud.
An outsider like yourself to begin. Easy, with a bit of Yharnam blood of your own. But first,
You'll need a contract. So, yeah, I've played through this game twice. Cal, how many times have you done this game?
I've done one complete playthrough, and like 2 3/4 playthroughs.
Okay, so you get up to a certain point and then you're just like, oh, I'm done with this. I think I get the idea.
More I'm playing with friends and they end up getting busy.
Right. Well, we start at the very beginning with character creation. We already made some, like, this is supposed to look like me. Sort of have the same sort of hair, the same sort of soft round face, but characters in Bloodborne, no matter how hard I try, always end up looking miserable. So we also made this guy. I don't think we're going to use this guy.
No, we should use this guy.
No, I think we'll use a slightly more serious one. Enter name.
What's not serious about that?
Oh, he's incredibly serious. He's the serious assist. Boop. What origin are we going for? It doesn't matter so much in this game because you don't start with gear. Endurance, skill, strength, endurance, skill. We could be a noble scion. Yeah, it doesn't. Sorry.
No, that's a bloody build.
Yeah. Mind your language.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
My pardons.
Yeah, that's us. That's close enough. So here we go. Good. All signed and sealed. When the loading finishes. Now, apparently, some of the flavor text is different between the UK and the US versions. So, it'll be a fun game of spot the difference.
Oh, that will be me trying to remember what the differences are.
Good. All signed and sealed. Now, let's begin the transfusion.
Oh, don't you worry. Whatever happens, you may think it all a mere bad dream. I definitely don't trust a doctor who both of their eyes are bandaged.
Well, I mean, those eyes aren't for seeing. If you truly want to see, you must use the eyes on the inside.
That's
right?
true. I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. Yeah, I'm going to try and stay away from just, like, memes, because I think some people here might want to experience the game for the first time. I don't know.
Alright, no worries. I did find my book.
Oh, yeah? You got some fun factoids for us?
I don't know how much fun fact there is in here. Ooh, dog's on fire.
Yep. It's all good.
Because mostly it's like art, so it's got the occasional little speech things.
Yeah. Hello, Jake with 2 J's. Thank you for joining us.
Howdy.
You found yourself a hunter.
Here's a fun fact for you. The plain doll, whose voice we just heard, and who we're going to be seeing a lot of in this game, She's voiced by the same person as the Maiden in Black from Demon's Souls.
Yeah, you know, that kind of tracks. They've got a very similar cadence, I think is the word I'm looking for.
Oh, hydrating already. Taking a sip of some old blood. It's just water. Handwritten scroll. Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. And that is pretty much all the plot that we get for the entirety of the game.
Yep.
So we wake up in a dilapidated clinic.
The doctor's nowhere to be found.
Nope. Not yet. She will be.
Well, I meant the person who did the transfusion.
Yeah, this isn't even their clinic. They don't show up for the rest of the game.
Real nice. You go to like a clinic. You're gonna have yourself a little procedure, and then as soon as you wake up after the anesthesia, just everyone's gone.
Yep. So here we are. Oh, let's just take a minute to admire the architecture. Like I love the aesthetic of this game. The sort of Victorian, pre-industrial buildings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that. Well, we'll get to that. Maybe tonight. Maybe next time.
Well, it definitely has the look of like buildings built on top of buildings, or like a city on a city kind of look.
Yeah, definitely. And that is sort of the case, as we will see later. Down there. One of the things that I love about FromSoft games, oops, that was close, is that often you can see areas from places. Like you can see where you're going to end up. So, oh, did you hear that? Spooky scream. Hang on.
We gotta give a couple little baps to some people.
Yep.
Oh, you must be a hunter.
Met our first friend.
And not one from around here either. I'm Gilbert, a fellow outsider. You must have had a fine time of it. Yarnum has a special way of treating guests. Well, I don't think I could stand if I wanted to, but I'm willing to help if there's anything that can be done.
I appreciate that, Gilbert.
This town is cursed. Whatever your reasons might be, you should plan a swift...
Signs of friend.
Whatever can be gained from this place, it will do more harm than good.
Yeah.
Pale blood, you say?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. But if it's blood you're interested in, you should try the Healing Church.
We have a lead.
The church controls all knowledge on blood ministration and all varieties of blood. Across the valley to the east of Yarnum lies the town of the Healing Church, known as the Cathedral Ward. And deep within Cathedral Ward is the old Grand Cathedral, the birthplace of the Healing Church's special blood.
Or so they say.
Yarnumites don't share much with outsiders. Normally they wouldn't let you near the place, but the hunt is on tonight.
The hunt is on.
Might be your chance. Across the valley.
Oh yeah, he just says the same thing. Let's go and get a weapon.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel like running around without one.
Well, I mean, you're just running around holding your own hand right now.
No, it's the special transformed state of the fist.
I transform my hand into two hands.
Yep. Oh, I love the music here.
Mm-hmm.
An abandoned doll. So we'll talk to these little guys in a minute. First, let's talk to this guy. You must be the new hunter.
Welcome to the hunter's dream. This will be your home for now. I am Gammon, friend to you hunters. You're sure to be in a fine haze about now, but don't think too hard about all of this. Just go out and kill a few beasts. It's for your own good. You know, it's just what hunters do. You'll get used to it.
Good advice. So, we are given 3 options for our starting weapon. The Saw Cleaver, which is the most iconic Bloodborne weapon, the Hunter Axe, and the Threaded Cane. What are we thinking?
Well, I mean, purely from a stat line, Threaded Cane's probably the go-to. Although I'm always a big fan of the Hunter Axe. Do we want to drop some secret information about the Saw Cleaver?
Secret information? Sure.
Well, can you change to the flavor text?
Yep.
So
the saw with its bloodletting teeth.
Has, let's see. I think it says somewhere on here. Nope. So saw cleavers and saw spears or serrated weapons actually deal extra damage versus beasts.
Yeah.
Which, if it's weird that it only says that as like a flavor text rather than like, you know, text.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, the game actually has, if you look, where is it? Hang on. Down here, it actually has a place to say deals extra damage to attack raised versus kin and severely transformed beasts, which is apparently something entirely separate to the serratedness of the weapon. But there we go.
So yeah,
No, go on.
So yeah, if anyone's ever looking to do their own Bloodborne run, the Saw Spear is a good choice for starting out as a easy weapon, without being too easy, honestly.
Cleaver.
We
get the Saw Spear later, but we'll show off where to get it because it's not too hard. This isn't meant to be like an advice run.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not an expert at this game. I've watched a lot of people play it, but sorry?
Oh, you picked up some pebbles.
Yeah. Oh, you're a little bit behind.
Yeah, a fair bit behind. Does Bloodborne still have the kick?
No.
Okay. Well, I guess there's like only so many enemies with shields.
I mean, some weapons might have a kick-like attack, but no, it has jump attacks, but no kick.
Yeah. Well, again, if there's only so many shields, then there's not really much to kick.
I mean, you can get a shield in this game, but it's kind of a trap. It's kind of intended for people who previously played Dark Souls, to realize that Bloodborne is a very different game in terms of like pacing. Like it encourages a much more aggressive playstyle. Hey friend, I've come back with a vengeance.
Get a load of this dog. Speaking of aggressive playstyle, here we can see the rally mechanic being used.
Yes, yeah. If you take damage in this game, it doesn't... Well, it drains your health immediately, but you can get it back by hitting enemies. So it's not... yeah. It encourages, like, if you take a hit, go and get back what was taken from you.
Are you out on the hunt? Then I'm very
What the
sorry,
dog doing?
but I cannot open this door. I am Yosefka. The patients here
Can we
in
see
my
her
clinic
through
must
the...
not be exposed to infection.
There she
I
is.
think you-
There's her face.
I know that you hunt for us.
You can
For our
just
town,
see it,
but
yeah.
I'm sorry.
I bust out the old artbook and see if I can get a glimpse of Reno.
Now go,
Oh.
and good hunting.
She gives us... Isn't she nice? Gives us an item that will restore all of our health.
All of it.
Yeah. Oh no, not all of it. But a larger amount than a regular blood vial. But you can only carry one of them at once.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I feel like it's probably going to be all of it.
With things like this, I always kind of worry, like, what if I use it at the wrong time? You know? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to waste it. So I end up never using it.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
There's a guy over there. I'm not going to deal with him though, because he's tough. He's a tough nut to crack.
He's a big boy.
Yeah. He does have the potential to drop a secret tool that will help us later.
But also, isn't it a tool that we can't quite use yet?
Not yet, no. Picking out lots of Molotovs.
Oh, I'm sure the beasts love that. Here, sip up.
So, here's another fun fact about, like, the translation. Molotov cocktail is actually named after, like, a real guy in our world, you know? It's named after, like, the Russian foreign minister who bombed Finland during the Second World War.
Okay.
So the Finnish, like, revolutionaries... I'm probably getting the story completely wrong because this is not my area of history. But basically, Mr. Molotov said that, oh no, we're not dropping bombs on Finland. They're bread baskets. We're dropping in food supplies. So the Finns took up petrol bombs and said, oh, it's a Molotov cocktail to go with Molotov's bread.
Huh.
In Japan, it's just called like a petrol bomb or a fire bomb or something. It doesn't have the same specific connotation that Molotov cocktail does.
Today I learned.
Yep.
I
There are a
hate
couple of other references to the real world in this game which aren't present in the Japanese text.
Okay.
But yeah, that's one of them. And it's probably the most egregious.
Yeah, because like that's named after a specific person based off of very specific events.
Yeah. I mean, later in the game, a character does make reference to the Hippocratic Oath, which again is something that should by no means exist in the Bloodborne setting. Although, I do have some beef. Oh, there's our first death. I'll point it out when it comes up, or when there's a good time. But yeah, there is like a specific real world thing that doesn't exactly break my immersion. Hippocrates shouldn't exist. Yep.
In general, or...
Yeah, so. Well, we've had our first death, which is sort of like a milestone in Bloodborne. So.
In Souls games.
Yep.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, is it juddering?
Yeah.
Oh no, hang on. I'm gonna have to get to a safe place before I fix that.
Yeah, we're getting frame per second. Oh, you just warped. Okay, it's looking kind of stable now.
Probably not for long. Okay, it's really desynchronized on my end. I'm gonna have to switch the Elgato off and back on again. One sec. I don't know what it was having problems with. Let's try again. Okay.
Doopy doopy born.
It's not looking great. It's not looking great. There's probably just like a lot going on the screen, which is it's having trouble with, even though there is like a separate piece of hardware.
Yeah. Oh, friends. Oh no!
Oh, sorry. Yeah. There are crows in this game, but they're horrible and hateful. There's exactly one good crow in this game.
Questionable?
I think she's pretty good. And now we have one of the best items in the game. Here. So we can actually see what we're doing.
Right, that goes in the offhand.
Yep. Oh, we spotted this earlier that we can now pick up. Thank you. Where did we die last time? Was it around there?
Yeah, it was like through there. It was to the guy with the sword.
Right, okay. Well, after we've been through here, we'll go back and collect our Bleckos.
I mean, I don't think he really had that many, so...
I had a few.
I believe there's still one more dog behind you.
There is another dog, but it's on the other side of the well, and he doesn't aggro until you get to that side. There he is. See?
Alright.
He's a good boy. Oops. See? Good puppy.
Unlike this person. Ah, dogs.
Dogs.
The single most frustrating enemy in all Souls.
I'd probably agree with that. I can't think of any. There are mushrooms in Dark Souls 2 that don't damage you very much, but completely destroy your weapon's durability.
Right, yeah, those things. Those are frustrating for like a different reason, though.
Yeah. Alright, can we see the guy that killed us? Because their eyes start glowing when they pick up our Bleckos. I'm actually going to go quickly do something on my PC just to see if I can get the thing.
Torch
Hollow
Hollow is...
That's a...
Torch Hollow...
Yeah?
Yeah. You think you're gonna have yourself a good time, and all of a sudden they just start marching into your space.
Now here's a question, because I've always been a good boy and respected Agdane's wishes. What actually happens if you bring light into the undead crypt?
Nothing, I believe.
Right. Okay.
Although I've also only ever played the not Scholar of the First Sin version.
Yeah, I've only played vanilla, but I own Scholar of the First Sin and would like to play it. I'll probably play it on stream sometime. Like way back when, before I was doing VTubing, I did stream vanilla Dark Souls 2. And that was like the thing that motivated me to complete it. Because I really didn't like it until I streamed it, and now it's like my favorite Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've played Dark Souls 2. It's the one that I have played the least. I remember when it came out, it came out during March break.
Oh yeah?
Or spring break or whatever. I don't know, it was the reading week. And
Okay.
I just beat the entire game that week.
Well, that's fun. Can I run past these guys? Should I risk it? I'm gonna risk it.
You're Black Oats.
Sorry?
You're Black Oats.
My Bleckos. But now I can get to this side and open this door. Weird that there's a door that you can open from the outside of a building, but not from the inside.
Are your hazelnuts, is it?
Yeah, those are my channel points. Hazelnuts.
Yeah. There you go.
You're learning the lingo.
Yeah, you gotta collect the hazelnuts to power up.
Yeah. Just like in real life. Hey look,
Yeah.
dogs. I feel sorry for these ones, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Not for this one. Startled me. Hup. Plunging attack. The most reliable form of damage.
Most reliable form of damage, sure. I don't remember how many dogs can actually escape.
I think it might just be the one. Or at least here. Right. There's a bridge. We have to cross that bridge to make progress. So next objective is finding a way to cross that bridge. Wait, this is the way I came.
Yeah, you gotta get to the bridge first.
Yep. You're a hunter, aren't you?
Hunt.
Do you know of any safe places?
No. It's alright. We'll come back to her, probably. Let's see. And out through here, We can find the only good crow in the game.
Questionable.
Eh, I like her.
Yeah.
A hunter, are you?
Are you? And an outsider. What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter.
I wonder how one gets the title of hunter.
Prepare yourself.
I think you'd have to be
for the
chosen,
worst.
right?
There are no
But, like,
humans left.
The hunters
They're
are
all
chosen by, like,
flesh-hungry
organizations.
beasts now.
Are they? Well,
Well, like-
yeah, I suppose so.
About.
The Healing Church has hunters,
What's wrong?
and they're, like,
A hunter
represented with
loyal to a few
badges.
beasts.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. It does seem a bit strange, doesn't it?
Yeah, that you just, like, wake up in the middle, like, in the middle of a clinic and just, like, step out and everyone's just like, oh, a hunter!
Well, I was watching a video about, like, lore theories, right? And there was kind of a theory that, like, most foreign people who come to Yharnam would end up becoming hunters. So if you saw somebody wearing foreign garb, you could kind of assume.
Interesting.
Yeah. Right. I don't think there's a safe way down from the rafters. I don't remember, though.
I think there is, like, there's a way to not die, but, like, I don't think there's a way to not take damage.
Yeah, I think we have to roll off. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do it near the entrance, because we want to go down. Just do it down here. Hup. Don't know if I've explained the parrying mechanic in this game.
No, you haven't yet.
So, basically, your gun isn't for hurting enemies, really. It can be if you invest a lot of stats into it, but in general, you're going to be using your gun to interrupt enemies in the middle of their attacks. And if you do it at the right time, you stagger them, and you can perform what's called a visceral attack. Yeah. So you'll hear that sort of loud bell noise. Oh. Usually it deals enough damage to, like, kill an enemy outright, but because I'm at quite a low level. Right. We have to drop down onto this bit, don't we? We can't get in from the other end.
I don't think so.
Okay. Bloodstone Shard. I think this is the... that's the Madman's Knowledge. I think the Source Spear is... I think it's that? I forget.
I think rats are also up there on the list of annoying enemies.
These rats I'm fine with. There are other rats in this game that are much, much worse.
Yeah.
Oi. Excuse me, mate.
I'm not your mate, bud.
Alright, let's drop down and get that. Nope. Rats. We're rats. We're the rats. We pray at night, we stalk at night. We're the rats.
Giant rat that makes all of the rules.
Let's see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. Boink. Wait, is there another one? No, it was that guy that making those noises. Okay. Right, we're really close to the entrance of the aqueduct. which will take us to the boss. But I want to go and get that. I think we have to enter from the other end, though. You know what? Before we do anything else, let's go and open up a shortcut. Because
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
love me some shortcuts. Just ignore these guys. These, like, crawling corpses. These crows.
I mean, who hasn't been like that on their way home on a Friday night?
Yeah.
I mean, the crows.
Oh, right. So,
That's an
up
ominous
here.
silhouette down that tunnel.
Yep. We'll be heading there soon, don't worry. But first... No, wait, I meant to roll out of it, not into it. Maybe I'll adjust the game audio. Does this have options for... Yeah, okay. Music at 8, sound effects at 5, voice at 7. That sounds fine. Right. I want to go and get that extra armor.
I love how armor in Bloodborne is like barely, like, just 90% cosmetic.
Yeah. I mean,
So
they
you-
learn their lesson from the mistakes they made in Dark Souls.
Whereas there was only like 2 sets of armor.
Yeah. I don't know. I much prefer the equipment system in Bloodborne to any of the Souls games. It just feels a lot... Wait, I don't need to go this way. I actually can't... I don't think I can... I can't get where I'm going this way. I need to head back.
Yeah, Bloodborne feels a lot more lean.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot of stuff in the Dark Souls games that kind of doesn't make too much of a difference to a casual player. Whereas in Bloodborne, yeah, it's a lot more like... Oh, hang on, do we read this note? When the hunt began, the heathen church abandoned us, blocking the great bridge to the cathedral ward, as they burned old Yharnam to the ground on that moonlit night. One of the things I really like about Bloodborne that I feel adds a lot to its mystery is you don't really get a good sense of scale. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Took a hit there. We're fine. You don't really get a good sense of, like, time scale. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know how long it's been since they burned down old Yharnam. Spoilers, Master Willem is still alive, but apparently he's one of the people that started this whole thing. Oh, hey! Didn't know you were following me around here. Can I? No, it's not quite enough to take him out. And you can't stagger Scourge Beast, can you?
I
Nope.
don't know.
Okay, well, we'll run through them this time. We'll get there. Because
Yeah.
the first, like, decent... Well, I mean, the foreign garb isn't too bad. But the first, like, good set of armor is down in the upper part of the aqueduct.
Are you gonna get the that one key item?
You'll have to be more specific.
The music box?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
That's a good idea. And we'll go through arguably the saddest character's story.
In Bloodborne?
Arguably.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to even remember some of the other character stories.
Um,
I think that it's not an arguably. I think it just is.
yeah. Right, so we need to be... We can get rid of this guy.
I've had enough of this guy.
Yeah. Thank you for the blood vials. This guy. The enemies with like the big wind-ups who give you a lot of information. Like, I normally kind of hate enemies like that because like it winds up for a long time and then, you know, you might parry a bit too early.
Mm-hmm.
But it is good that all of the enemies you know, they have these long, lanky limbs, so they telegraph their attacks really well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also it's a lot safer to parry in Bloodborne than like most other Souls games, because you're also can just be not in the reach of the enemy.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, there we are. Right. How do we get to... Is it that ladder? I think it's that ladder.
I think so.
Hup. Oh, I always mess that drop up. Then we'll go pay a visit to our friend in the tunnel.
Yeah.
And then I think we're probably ready for the first boss. Or a first boss.
Yeah. First mandatory boss.
Yeah. And then we have kind of two options as to where we go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what that item is?
Once I catch up, maybe.
Oh, I do have them equipped.
I think that... I almost want to say it's Pebbles.
I hope not. 'Cause I just spent a Molotov on that. Madman's Knowledge. Okay, that's pretty good. That is useful.
Oh, wait, the Pebbles that I was thinking of were, like, earlier, where there's, like, all the crows surrounding it.
Yeah, you can hear the music box now. Well, I can on stream at least. Don't know if you've got it muted.
I've got it muted so that I'm not hearing both of us twice.
Are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that's not. Are you a hunter? For my mum. Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him, but now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared.
Strange that a hunter is identifiable by smell.
Mum was a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box. It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs, and when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Not so silly when I'm off without it.
There we are. We have it.
Yes.
Let's just take a quick look at it. A small music box received from a young Yharnam girl plays a song shared by her mother and father. Inside the lid is a small scrap of paper, perhaps an old message. Two names can be made out, however faintly: Viola and Gascoigne.
Hmm.
Is that an item over there? If it is, I don't remember how to get to that point. Might just be a weird light.
I think it's just a weird light.
Yeah. Okay, where are we going? We're going down to meet the pig.
Yes.
Whee!
Away! Away! How confident do you feel in fighting Pig?
Fighting Pig, reasonably confident. Like, he's not too hard. And if you can just line up charge attacks properly.
Yeah.
Boink. Okay. Saw Hunter badge. That's what I came for. Blood vial. Cold blood dew. And then down there is just death.
Yeah.
Just death. I fell for that the first time I played this game because there's an area in Dark Souls 1 in the depths where you have to drop down like a similar shaft, and I was like, oh, okay, this is the way forward. No, it's not.
It's just, it's a way. A way back to the hunter's dream.
Oops. Okay. These guys have enormous swings. And I'm dead again. But we've now opened up like all the shortcuts, so getting back to where we need to be is not too difficult.
Should just be a pretty quick sprint.
Yep. Excuse me.
Just looking at the art book.
Yep.
Yeah, a couple interesting details. The foreigner's garb.
Yeah.
Has the IV tube still in it.
Oh. What, in the in-game version?
Well, at least in the concept art. On the left arm, it still has the transfusion tube.
Hang on. Just need to send the lift back up. Yeah. It looks like it does. Hang on, I'm trying to get a good angle. Yeah. There we go, see? When the stream catches up.
Yeah, there it is.
Come on, friends. Now, one delightful thing about this area, that troll, the one who knocks the ball away.
Yeah.
Sometimes the ball explodes and he gets damaged by it.
Yeah. And he'll just go flying back.
Yep. I want my souls back, boy.
That thing. My soul.
Right. So, we died a couple of times getting to here. Do I want that item? I think that's just upgrade materials, isn't it?
I believe so. I think it's a twin.
That might be useful. Alright.
Are you going to show them the music box strat?
If by that you mean playing the music box occasionally, then yes. I don't know that there's more to it than that.
There isn't.
Beasts all over the shop. You will be one of them sooner or later.
I love Gascoigne's voice, honestly.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame he doesn't have more.
He might have been planned to at some point in development. Right.
Well, you heard about the cut line, right?
Where he says Umbasa.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. I'm not very confident about this. I think it's probably going to take, like, a several try. Because...
Yeah, you haven't leveled up yet.
Nope. What's that smell?
What's that smell? The sweet blood. Oh, it seems to me it's enough to make a man sick.
I'm just going to be concentrating for a bit. So, feel free to commentate like a snooker commentator or something.
A snooker con. Here we see
Hang on.
Buck getting hit. Still haven't. I guess not really very much room to use the music box.
It doesn't work in this phase, does it?
Yeah, it does. It staggers. Well, like it doesn't like stagger like the parry, but it staggers like you'll like pause for a second. Yeah, in the one of the cut lines is. Oh, wait, am I just catching up and?
He's transformed now.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so it does still work in phase 2. Yeah, in the cut dialogue, he originally did say Umbasa. After the whole "what's that smell?"
Yeah, it was after one of the lines in his boss. I don't know if we're meant to. Hang on. Why are we back here? Oh, maybe because this is the first time that we died after getting inside.
Yes, probably.
Right. Hello, good hunter.
I am a doll, here in this dream to look after
I love her voice. I love her voice so much.
honorable hunter.
I think it was probably cut.
Posture check.
Oh, I gotta stop slouching, I guess.
Them into your strength.
Yeah.
You will hand
It was. The line was probably cut to try and avoid like crazy theories and crossover ideas.
Yeah.
Farewell, good mate.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because, like, I don't think there's meant to be any connection between Demon Souls and this game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think Umbasa, yeah, it would have caused a ton of speculation. I mean, people speculate anyway.
Yeah,
like,
especially now that it's been unearthed anyway.
Yeah. Oh, maybe Yharnam is, maybe the great ones are similar to the old one. Wait, it is the old one in Demon Souls, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And together they combine to form the Great Old One.
Which is the old one's old one.
Yep. And this is Great Grandpappy Old One.
Back in my day.
You whippersnapper!
Back in my day, we had to go and collect the souls ourselves. We didn't have no legions of demons to go and collect everything.
Uphill both ways, in the snow, and we liked it! I'm just going to ignore these guys. I don't want to waste all of my Molotovs, but they are useful against Papa G.
Yeah, especially in phase 2.
You mean phase 3?
Phase 3?
Yeah. He's got axe and gun, then two-handed axe, then beast mode.
Oh, I thought he just switched back and forth between the axe and gun mode.
No, he after he gets down to a certain level of HP, he switches his axe into trick form.
Yeah, I thought he just switched back and forth.
Nope. He starts off with in untricked form, and then he tricks it when he gets down to about like 60% health, maybe.
Well, should be seeing it soon then. Oh.
Yep.
He is blunderbuss. Greetings, Kamada. Would you like the assistance of my need?
Huh?
What? Oh, in chat. Sniper Kamada, I think is offering to join the hunt.
Oh, well that's a very nice offer. I'm playing offline at the moment because I don't like invasions. And I managed to get through my first 2 playthroughs by myself. I'm not planning on doing anything like super different, super difficult this time. Okay. But thank you for the offer. Maybe in future.
Oh, he can just use his gun in trick mode.
Yeah, he can.
That's where my confusion is.
Which is something that you, the player, can't do.
Yeah. I mean, you also said to like you don't like being invaded, but I've only ever been invaded once in my entire time.
Well, there's Papa G. Okay, farewell, Sniper Kamado. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming in.
Be well.
Be well. Okay. Well, we beat Papa G. Till our paths meet again. I'm amazed that I got that second try, honestly. And behold, red jeweled brooch. So yeah. I think, honestly, you can give the red jewel brooch to the little girl, and it makes her pretty sad. Honestly, I think the kindest thing to do is not interact with her throughout the entire game. Like, is that because, but in talking to her the first time, you give her this sort of false hope that maybe you'll find her mother, or her father, or both. I
mean, which you do.
Yeah, in a manner of speaking. The Bergenworth spider hides all manner of rituals and keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. Yeah, I think the kindest thing to do is just never interact with her. And then, although her parents are both dead by the end of it, she stays safe at home and doesn't... Because, like, if you interact with her, and I'm going to spoil this because this is a path that I'm not going to take, if you interact with her, you have the option of sending her to a safe place, but it's not so safe for her because she dies on the way, and you have no way of saving her.
I mean, also, no matter which safe place you send her.
Yeah. You're given the option of 2 safe places. One of them is unsafe in one way, and one of them is unsafe in a different way. Well, we made it. Here we are in Cathedral Ward. So, we now have... Hello. We'll just talk to this guy first. But we now have, like, 2 ways to go.
Sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good. I've been waiting for one.
Do you need to go down?
Everyone all locked up inside.
You either need to beat Cleric Beast or Blood-Starved Beast in order to make it to Amelia.
Okay.
And I normally prefer... I think it's probably quicker to do Blood-Starved Beast. No, to do Cleric Beast.
Yeah.
But I always prefer doing Blood-Starved Beast because there's more stuff that you can get. And
Tell them about this here herd in chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts.
Yep.
Spread the word. Tell them to come
Yep.
on over.
Yep.
If you wouldn't mind.
Yep, we'll do. First things first. I want to go back and... I'm going to go back to the... I'm going to level up first. Because I don't want to lose my echoes again.
Mm-hmm. You're not doing a blood level 4 run?
No, I'm already past that. I picked one of the blood level 10 character classes.
Okay.
Let's actually start by... Oh, what's this? Oh, Old Hunter Bell. Nice. Gehrman will now tell us about the Chalice dungeons, I think.
A workshop where hunters used blood to enhance
The Chalice?
Yeah?
flesh. We don't have as many tools
What?
as we once did, but
What were you commenting?
welcome to use whatever
Oh, just difference in pronunciation.
What, you don't say... What do you call it?
Chalice.
this was once a
Oh, with a ch.
we don't
Yeah.
welcome
Okay, that's weird. Right. We have 8 bloodstone shards, which is enough to get a weapon to +2. Are we just gonna do a saw cleaver run? Don't know if I want to just commit to that, you know? We now have the... Sorry?
I mean, you do also just get the ability to eventually buy more shards and everything, and they are fairly plentiful.
Yeah. Alright. We'll upgrade the cleaver to +2 then.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Jake with 2 J's in the chat is saying, I also use ch instead of sh. It could just be a difference of upbringing. Yeah.
Very well.
I mean,
So-
yeah, localization, right?
Probably. But also, another important thing is that my dad is very closely involved with the church. Or should I say the church? So,
Farewell.
I think the word chalice probably comes up in conversation in my family a lot more than it would in an ordinary family. Hello, Nikki. Thank you for joining us. I'm very glad to have you
Howdy.
here. Howdy. So, we now have a safe place to send people to. But I'm heading back to the sick room to show off the other, air quotes, safe location we can send people to.
Oh, it's safe, all right.
For one person. For exactly one person. So, I'm going to spoil something for the chat. This person behind the door...
Oh, well, hello. Splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness.
So remember how she said that she wasn't going to open the door for anyone?
I presume? Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yusefka's clinic. On my Hippocratic oath.
There it is,
When I
Hippocratic
get
Oath.
human, I will look after them. Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something.
Maybe the fact that she mentions the Hippocratic Oath at all is like supposed to be a clue.
Maybe.
Tempted?
I think
Well,
I think the clue is just that she previously said I am not opening this door for anyone, and then suddenly she changes her tune and is like, oh yeah, no, send all the survivors over here. Also, it's kind of difficult to tell because of how little dialogue they have. But the two are actually voiced by different people. They have exactly the same face, but completely different voices. I need to remember how to get to the old woman. Do you remember?
She's down by the dogs.
Oh, right, okay. So, up here, take a left and head down that way. Okay.
Yeah, show the speedrun shortcut.
Oh, I could do that, I suppose. Oh, and now that we've beaten Gascoigne, Gilbert has a gift for us, I think.
I think that tracks.
You needn't concern yourself with me. I'm afraid I'm of little help now. But before I take this,
Yeah, there we go.
I made no use of it, but perhaps you. What afflicted me was incurable, but this time gave me hope. Their strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate, unharmed by the plague of beasts. I can even die human.
Thanks, Gilbert. Yeah, we'll show off the speedrun strat.
Speedrun strat, quote unquote.
Well, yeah. I've never actually watched, like, speedruns of this game. I mean, I've watched, like, meme videos like Yamfa.
Yeah.
Like, those sorts of videos are good.
Yeah.
Because I know you can skip... you can skip one of the later, more annoying bosses. Where is it? There it is. Down. Oh! Ah! Dog! Now, this will come as no surprise to anybody, but I am a dog person, and I am a lover of all animals, but these dogs are some of the most annoying things in any video game ever.
Yeah.
And I have no love for them.
These are bad dogs.
They're all good dogs.
If you say so.
I do. I do say so. Erden Chapel. That's me.
You're obligated to help me, you hear. That's such like a just entitled thing to say. Just like, you've gotta help me.
Okay, Boomer. Right. Can I, if I give the girl the jeweled brooch, will she...
I'm pretty sure that makes her go down the aqueduct.
Well, no, because I can tell her about either Erden Chapel or Yosefka's clinic now.
Mm-hmm.
But if I can choose not to tell her about either, right? And in that case...
I don't know.
Shall we see?
I mean, sure.
You ready to be sad? I think I'm in the wrong place for being sad. I don't remember.
Yarnum is definitely a place to be sad.
Yep. Although, I think compared with Bloodborne, at least one of the endings is sort of more unambiguously positive. But I say unambiguously with a massive asterisk. Like, I think in Dark Souls, the overwhelming feeling at the end of the game is like, did I even make a difference? Did anything I do even matter?
Mm-hmm.
But in Bloodborne, I think, yeah, for the most part, the people that you're opposing, can these guys climb ladders?
I don't think the big boys can climb ladders. But, yeah, in Bloodborne, the choices you make, like, actually, like, have impact. Oh, it got on the ladder.
Yep.
seeing a body?
It's like a stone statue. Oh, dead. Yeah, Dark Souls is very dry while Bloodborne is very wet. I would agree with that. But I also think, like, in Dark Souls 2, if you have all the DLCs, and I think that's death 4 or 5. If you have all the DLCs in Dark Souls 2, you can get an ending that's positive for you and maybe hopeful for other people. But in Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3, and if you don't complete all of the DLC in Dark Souls 2, the endings are sort of more like, oh, well, have I made a difference?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, also because Dark Souls is a lot more cyclical, right?
Yeah, it's also to do with the nature of, like, yeah, like things moving in cycles, like you say.
Mm-hmm. Whereas...
I love this little detail that, like, rather than milk bottles, they've got these crates just filled with blood bottles. Like, imagine rather than a milkman coming around and delivering milk for you, it's a blood man in a little blood truck.
Just ringing his little blood bell, you know, like, hey, come get your fresh blood.
Yep.
Straight from the healing church.
Alright, I think... Yeah, here she is. I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna give her the brooch.
Hello, Mr. Hunter.
Hello, Mr. Hunter.
Find my mum. Mr. Hunter, was it really her? Mummy? Mummy?
I'm so sorry.
Leave me alone.
Wait, where's my sad face? There it is. Cool, good, great. Now I'm just miserable. Did that guy steal my blood? I can't tell. I want it back though. Doesn't look like it did.
I don't see the
no, it's hit.
puddle anymore.
It's hit.
Oh.
Just got to remember how to actually parry. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it, Nikki. Is that at the very end of Dark Souls 3, it really feels like the world as we know it, or as the characters know it, is coming to an end. And like there's not really anything anybody can do to fix it or even prolong it any further, because, you know, they've spent so long. They're having to burn ashes at that point, you know, just to keep the fire going. And like, I mean, there's the Hollows, there's the Usurp the Fire, and there's the Lord of Hollows ending and things like that. But I think it's pretty clear that at the end of Dark Souls 3, things are about as things don't really have any possibility of getting better, you know? Whereas in Bloodborne, like, when you wake up from the dream, spoilers, by the way, for a stream that I'm probably going to do in, like, I don't know how long it's going to take me.
Yeah. Well,
we'll see.
We'll let it get there.
We'll let it get there. But at least one of the endings in in Bloodborne is more optimistic than the endings in Dark Souls. But with the caveat that everything currently sucks. Yeah, I don't get the vibe that it'll never get better. Like, it currently... Basically, everybody that you meet in Bloodborne is going to be miserable for a very long time or dead. But not forever.
Well, I mean, one of those is kind of a forever.
Dead forever, yeah, sure. But what I mean is, like, you interact with, like, specific people in Bloodborne, and I think it's depressing in the sense that, like, those individuals, things aren't gonna be good. Why am I going this way? No, actually this way is the correct way. Things aren't gonna be good for those individuals, but for society, new life will spring forth eventually. And I mean, you could argue the same thing about Dark Souls, that, like, if you get to a certain point, if you believe that, you know, an age of fire ending leads to an age of dark, and after an age of dark there will come another age of fire, you know? It all depends on sorry, I'm just waiting for the jump scare. Hello. I really hope I don't take longer on the Cleric Beast than I did on Gascoigne, because this boss is not meant to be anywhere near as difficult.
I mean, you've got Molotovs.
Yeah, but it doesn't help if I keep missing with them.
True. Honestly, that feels incredibly rude, being, like, locked on and the Molotov just completely misses.
Yeah. Like, one of the things that I hate the most in anything, like, especially real life, is, like, feeling wasteful, you know? Like, I don't like throwing things away if I can avoid them. I don't like producing excess and having to get rid of it. And I don't like expending stuff when I don't have to. And that's honestly how I feel in video games. Because, like, I was locked on there, the boss didn't even move, and it just sailed right over them. You'll see it in the stream in a second.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it happened in Gascoigne, too.
Yeah. Right, I'm out of Molotovs.
So, one thing about your stream overlay is it kind of
Obfuscates
your health bar and
stamina.
well, mostly, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll fix that in a second. Obviously, there we go. Okay, just give me a sec.
I mean, you're the one who needs to mostly see your health bar, so.
I mean, if you give me a sec, I can. I gotta add your face back, but source, browser source. There we go. Now we've got to change the order.
Adjust the layer. Oh god, I'm so big!
No, you're fine.
Now I'm back. I'm back to being small.
Small. Small bald.
As they tend.
Sorry?
As they tend.
Yeah. I really like the overlay. I do have a custom one on order, but I don't have any Molotovs this time. But yeah, it does sometimes get in the way. Right. Hello, Cleric Beast. I'm back with a vengeance.
So you're gonna try and get 40 insight before Rom?
Unlikely. I could. I think if I did the I could do some Chalice dungeons, and that would get me a lot of insight.
Mm-hmm.
I really need to upgrade my stamina. Sorry?
Oh, just seeing the visceral. It's just like, reach in there and yank out a tooth.
Oh god, don't say that. Do you know that I hate going to the dentist because, like, tooth horror is some of the stuff that really affects me?
That's fair. I don't like going to a dentist because I'm mostly concerned that they'll, like, I'll open my mouth and they'll just go, like, what the hell is this?
Sorry, excuse me. Can you parry this guy?
I don't think so.
Could you get the wiki and look it up?
Let's see if I can pull it up before you do. Come on.
I would suspect probably not, because it has, like, staggers that you can do without shooting it.
Yeah, you cannot.
Cool. You can break its limbs.
Yeah.
And usually bosses let you do one or the other, but not both.
Yeah. And any boss you can parry is an easy boss.
That presumes you're good at parrying, which I am not.
I remember playing Dark Souls 1.
Yeah.
And my one of my friends back in college was stuck on Gwyn.
Right.
And
so right at the end, yeah?
Yeah, and I'm just like, he's just like, I can't beat him. I'm like, just parry him. Like, you can't parry Gwyn. Yes, you can. Just parry him. He's like, just parry him. And he's like, you can't.
Right.
I'm like, alright, I'm coming over. I grabbed his controller. I'm just like, alright, fight starts, Gwyn does his jump, I parry him and pass the controller back and go, okay.
Well, we've done Cleric Beast. Spoilers for the stream. Don't know how out of sync it is.
It just caught up. Like, as you were saying that. So,
Cool.
Perfect timing.
Perfect. Yeah. So, something I alluded to earlier is you to get from Father Gascoigne to the next required boss, you have two options. You can either defeat the Cleric Bleast, as we just did, or you can go down to Old Yarnum and defeat the Bloodstarved Beast. Thank you. The two end up in kind of the same place, but I usually prefer Beric Kleist indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just need to use.
Isn't Beric Kleist, isn't that one of the guys from Monty Python?
Yeah. Right. Because we can now buy the Hunt Chief emblem, which lets us Cathedral Ward. Beric Bidle. And Clon Cleast and Beric Bidle. I presume you were thinking about John Cleese and Eric Idle.
Maybe. I don't actually know who's the Monty Python people.
It's those two, Terry Jones, Terry Gilliam, oh god, Michael Palin, and I forget number 6.
That's quite the crew. Imagine having that many people to make one funny.
Okay. We could go out to the graveyard. Or down to the
Hydrate.
Erden chap. Sorry?
Hydrate.
Oh, we're hydrating.
I'm out of beverage, so I'm going to go top off and
Okay.
hydrate. So I'll be back in just a sec.
See you shortly. So yeah, if you go down to Old Yarnum and defeat the Bloodstarved Beast, this door inexplicably opens up. There is no explanation for why, what's keeping it closed, or why it opens up suddenly after you defeat Blood Beast. I was expecting Eileen to be here, but she's not. Yeah, and that also leads to eventually to the same area that we're going to. I think we can get through up here. It might be a different gate that we open with the Hunter Chief emblem. No, it's not here. It's the other one. Okay. Oh, treasure. Madman's knowledge. I could potentially get up to 40 insight before a ROM. How many? I got 3 right now. Although I do have to go this way. Spooky black hole. That will be explained later, I promise. In a manner of speaking. Was there not another guy, another caney guy? Right, that's the way forward. Do I want to go? No. I'm not heading down to Old Yarnum. Oh, hey. Black holes are kind of like real-life eldritch horrors. Yeah, that's a good argument. Excuse me. Sorry. Coming through. Yep. We show the Hunter Chief emblem, and special emblem open the main gate. We now have a few ways to go. But I want to collect some stuff in the graveyard first. Although we can't get through this place, can we? No. There's a few madmen's knowledge. Oh, there's something over there as well. Yeah, black holes dwell in the darkest reaches of space. We can't comprehend their shape. They consume everything, and they're... Oh wow. Okay, cool. That guy just killed me in one. Yeah, they're... motives, if they have them, if they have motives, are entirely unknowable. Yeah, I think black holes and deep sea creatures are probably the closest thing to real life eldritch horrors. The clue is the name. No, they're kind of like the opposite of a hole, honestly. Wait, hang on. Eileen here now? She is not. Okay. Yeah, they're kind of like the opposite of holes, because holes are the absence of stuff, and black holes are kind of like so much stuff in one place. Hang on. Excuse me. Closing that gate presumably will stop him from coming through after us later.
No, I'm always coming through.
Oh, hey. We were just discussing how black holes are like real-life eldritch abominations.
Yeah, that tracks.
People would see things like the stars or sun or gods. Black holes are like dead gods. Yeah. Or slumbering gods. Because in many sort of Cthulhu mythos, eldritch horror things, gods can't die. I need to remember that I have a gun. The thing is,
having a gun makes a big difference.
Yeah. The thing is, my last playthrough, I didn't use my left-hand weapon pretty much at all.
You're not from around here, are you?
Hmm.
An outsider who's come to join the hunt? What a pathetic idea.
Yeah, no. When I was doing my run,
I think you're a beast. And step away from my castle. Enough of you. What, you think this is funny? Well,
Sorry?
I certainly don't, so be gone with
I was just waiting for the dialogue.
Oh, yeah.
I was using the hunter pistol, which is really good for parries.
Mm. It just comes out a lot quicker.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got two people here we could save.
Is there two?
Yeah. This is Ariana.
Yeah.
And then across the way is maybe can't save them just yet. That guy, the suspicious man, you can rescue him, although unlike basically all the other people, he has nothing useful to give you. And notably, he also always does the opposite of what you tell him to. So if you tell him to go to Yosefka's clinic, he'll go to Erden Chapel. And if you tell him to go to Erden Chapel, he'll go to Yosefka's clinic.
I mean, he does have, like, lore stuff that he gives.
Yeah, but, like...
But he doesn't give items.
No. And all the lore he gives is backwards.
He did his own research.
Yep.
Trying to see if I can find... Just flipping through the art book, seeing if I can find,
Anything?
Ariana.
Ariana's a really interesting character. Because, like, she has some connection to Canehurst, but it's not entirely clear what it is.
Mm-hmm. Oh. That's what they're called? Okay.
Huh?
I get to... Okay, so flipping through here, I'm seeing a lot of the names of some of these anemones.
Anemones. Some of these
anemones.
Anemones.
Yeah.
Like what?
Murgo's attendant.
Those little metal boys, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that's what they were called.
I think one of my favorite names for an enemy is the Winter Lantern, which we'll see later.
Yeah, you hear Winter Lantern and what do you think that will look like?
It sounds like something beautiful, doesn't it? Something fragile, pristine. But nope.
in this book they have a close-up of all the portraits in Painhurst.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Yeah.
I suppose that's the sort of thing that doesn't really translate over to stream chat, you know? Oh, hey,
Yeah,
it's you.
yeah. Me just looking at a book and going like, "Oh, isn't this interesting? Like, look at this artwork from."
I mean, I would really love to see that book myself, but alas, because like paintings and statues in games, I always find really interesting. You know, do you follow Zully the Witch on YouTube?
Yeah.
She recently did a couple of videos about all the decorations in the Undead Crypt in Dark Souls 2. And, like, there's a bunch of really cool statues in there that just don't... Like, it's not entirely clear what they're supposed to be of, if anything.
Yeah.
One thing really stands out to me in Dark Souls 2 about that sort of thing, which is there is a portrait of Nishandra in Drangleic Castle. Oh, no! I dodged into this pillar with two little gargoyles on it. Oh. Oh yeah, that pillar, painting in Drangleic Castle is really interesting because it curses you. And
right, yeah. If you stand too close to it.
Yeah, if you stand too close, it just starts to curse you, and no explanation is given as to why, or like how. The first time I did it, because there are some places in stretching. Hang on.
I'm sorry for everyone's ears for this one.
I'm sure you're... My joints pop all the time, and they have never once shown up on microphone. So I'm sure yours will not. Shown up? No, that's picked up. What do you call it when it's audio? Picked up?
Yeah.
I hate this fog, you know?
Yeah. It'd be nice just to be able to see. And so going back to like the statues and everything, it's like the details on like the coffins and everything, and it's just like someone put a lot of work into this just for it to be like hidden behind like fog and darkness.
Yeah. Like, look at these little griffins. Look at these little griffins.
Look at them.
What's this? Poison knives, thank you. Bullets? Thank you. Right. Right, we need to not die here. Which is going to be a tall order.
If I remember anything from Sun Tzu's Art of War, if it looks like you might lose, don't do that.
Right. I'm not going to do all of the NPC's quest lines in this game. Or in this playthrough, because some of them are really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go and speak to Alfred now just to get the fire paper, Because that might be useful against Amelia.
Yeah, it would be. At what? Oh, it's storming.
Oh. Oh no. That's not good.
Yeah, I just saw the lightning out of the corner of my eye.
Is your connection going to be alright?
If it won't be, it'll be very sudden.
Okay. Well, if you suddenly stop talking, I'll presume that you were claimed by the storm.
Claimed by the storm once again.
Yep.
How's that go again? I am the storm that is approaching.
I am the storm that is approaching, provoking black clouds in isolation. That one?
Beautiful. Yeah.
I hate when you dash too far, and step through an enemy that you're trying to reach to visceral.
Yeah. It doesn't happen too often, but when it does, it's just like, I would have liked to, like, engage.
Yeah. It's easier to make that mistake with God. So my last playthrough was an arcane build.
Yeah.
And did you know you can use the Augur of Ebrietas, to parry?
I did not.
And backstab. Yeah, you can. But the thing is, the window on it is very different to parrying with a gun.
Okay.
A watchman of Bergenworth guards the gate with a password, the sacred adage of the Grand Cathedral.
I wonder what that is.
Well, we'll find out, won't we? Dog.
Spot it.
Okay. Right. I'm going to open up the shortcut back to Erden Chapel. So I think it's just... It's quite nearby. Is it up here? Yeah. It's literally just here. Zoop. So that'll give us the run back. I am going to go and speak to Alfred before we fight Amelia. Just to get those fire papers. And also potentially to advance his quest. I'm wondering if I want to do Canehurst this run. Because I love it. I love the area. I love the aesthetic of it. I love the boss. And I love some of the rewards that you get from it. But I feel like it's going to take a lot longer than just doing the...
Well, do all the main stuff, and then just before the last boss, if you feel like you've got some time, maybe do a couple of the areas.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Yeah, because if you're looking to do this for the whole month, right?
Every Friday for all of October, yeah.
So,
and maybe a little bit beyond.
See how far you get. I mean, even that, if you want to do Canehurst and all that, you can do that even after, right?
Yeah. Like, I'm just starting the run this time. There he is. Here's our boy.
It's your boy.
Oh, heck, what up?
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it. That's precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred.
I will.
Protege of Master Ligarius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Why not cooperate and discuss the...
I love the emote you get from Alfred.
Oh,
very good.
Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
Thank you. The prayer emote.
Hunting is a sacred...
No, the other one.
Oh, at the end of his quest line.
Yeah.
Yep. So, is the treasure? There is treasure up here. We'll open this up. I'm not planning on going down to Old Yarnum, but the Tomb of Erden is now open in case we felt like going down there later.
Yeah.
But I want to go and do Vicar Amelia. I mean, I want to go and fight Vicar Amelia.
I mean...
Quiet you.
If one is feeling fancy, register.
Yes, that was to do with stuff picking up on microphone. I did see it in the chat, but I...
Okay.
ironically, it didn't register with me.
Sorry, I can't read.
Okay. Let's level up a bit.
Welcome
Oops.
home, good hunter. Very well, let me...
Okay. 10 vitality, 12 endurance sounds fine. And then we do want to start leveling up strength and skill.
Yeah, so you can actually start dealing some damage.
Well, good mate.
Well, why would we need stats to deal damage when we can just apply fire paper to the weapon?
Yeah.
Now, some people have told me that Vicar Amelia is actually a really easy boss. So am I just bad at this game?
So Vicar Amelia is a really easy boss if you know the thing to do, because you can just stun lock her.
Right.
But if you are not doing that, then she can catch you off guard and kind of be a bit rude.
Okay. Well, we'll give it a go.
Well, also, and I know that I'm in the wrong on this one, for the longest time, I always pronounced it Vicar.
Why?
Because I don't interact with the church.
You had never heard the word vicar?
No.
I'm just going to watch my favorite sitcom, The Vicar of Dibley. That's a reference to Vicar of Dibley, which is a very popular British sitcom from the late 90s. Might have been earlier than that, I forget.
I mean, I'm also not British, so...
Yeah. But I was just trying to think of... I don't know. Oh, hey! These guys have come up here to join me.
How friendly. Welcome to the party. Yeah, honestly, my first time hearing Vicar pronounced.
The only time I've seen Vicar outside of Bloodborne is part of the name Vicarious Visions. I suppose that makes sense.
Yeah, that would probably be where I would get the pronunciation Vicar.
Hmm. They might be etymologically related. Like a vicar is someone, if you live vicariously, somebody's doing something in place of you, and a vicar talks in your place to God, maybe?
Maybe. But yeah, there's a internet funny man.
Mm-hmm.
Did a song, it's like, did you check your butthole? And,
Heir to the
like
ritual of blood.
someone...
Purveyor of ministration, place your hand on the altar's sacred covering and inscribe Master Lawrence's adage upon your flesh. Sorry, go on.
Anyway. Let's see. I have a feeling Vicar isn't used, is not used often in America. Ooh. I'm sure it's probably if you're a good church-going person.
I mean, America has different churches to Europe.
Yeah.
Did you know that Amelia chants?
Yes. Yeah, you can, just hear it if you stand around.
I didn't know that until right now.
The other thing is, I, for the longest time, thought Vicar was just her name.
Oh. First name Vicar, surname Amelia.
Yes. Because I didn't know that it was a job.
Did you also presume that Gascoigne's first name was Father?
No, I just assumed that it was making a point to that he's a father.
I mean, he is a father, but he's also a priest.
Yeah.
There she is.
My wife. I mean, yeah, I'm not American, but at the same time, as far as like, well, I would say religion in Canada and America are fairly similar, but at the same time, Canada has less of the like corporate mega churches.
Yeah, the stuff that really terrifies me about American religion.
Yeah. Although, at the same time, I say I've never interacted with churches or anything. My hometown, oh, right, I mean, Quebec is basically a whole nother country. But, my hometown of only like 1,000 people had 7 churches.
What? Okay. I mean, I grew up in a village of, probably about, I don't know. The ratio might have been a bit different. Like, my home village definitely has at least two churches. One is Church of England and one is Baptists.
We have like 6 that are different flavors of Christian Catholic.
Right.
And then 1 Jehovah Hall.
Interesting.
One of them, back when I was in high school, gave out hot dogs every Tuesday and Thursday for lunch.
And that's the story of how Kalmar became a Christian.
Who somehow never heard the term Vicar.
Well, to be fair, I don't think it exists in every denomination of Christianity in Europe either. Like, I'm reasonably sure Church of England doesn't use the term. But I could be wrong. So what is the trick to doing Vicar Amelia really easily?
You have to just break all of her limbs. Just go full misery on her.
Okay.
So yeah, you just have to focus one limb at a time. Also, usually, like, you've got a few more levels and a more upgraded weapon, I think.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think you have to have a certain amount of damage output.
That makes sense. I mean, I could go and do Hemwick.
Can you get to Hemwick from here?
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as you have access to Amelia, you have access to Hemwick.
Oh.
Pretty sure.
You have to beat Amelia to get to Hemwick.
I don't think so. You have to beat Amelia to get to Canehurst. But we'll see. Let's find out together. Excuse me?
Go on this little adventure.
I mean, if we can't get to Hemwick from here, then we're not really losing much. Excuse me. I don't have a huge cache of upgrade materials. I don't particularly feel like going and grinding, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if you were doing any grinding, that would probably be like an off-stream thing.
Yeah. But, like, I don't feel like I've skipped all that much. Admittedly, like, I
No.
did spend 10k on the Hunter Chief emblem to get into the Grand Cathedral. But I don't feel like I'm significantly further behind than other people would be this point in the game.
Although, like, the super easy speedrun thing is also, like, a speedrun thing where they super efficiently, like, gather specific resources and everything. Like,
Yeah.
it's, like, if you're just playing like this, then you're probably not gonna... Dogs.
These are the worst kind of dogs as well. Like, look at that! Just ganging up on me.
Upside, they were all together, which made them easier to whack. Until they whacked back.
This specific region, this specific, like, 100 yards or however long it is, between the Grand Cathedral and the start of Hemwick Charnel Lane is one of my least favourite areas in the entire game.
Yeah, even for me, it's like a blur. It's just like, I never, like, probe around in there. It's always just a...
The thing is, there is good stuff in there. Like, you can get Bone Marrow Ash really early. But...
Oh, okay.
The problem is, most of the enemies are either dogs or gunmen.
And both are suck to fight.
Both are very suck. So, yeah, sprinting through is, like, 100% valid.
I mean, that's how I do a lot of, like, my first run through, I'll generally, like, try and, like, explore. But my second run through, I'm just like, nah, we're just hitting the legs.
Yeah. Yeah. This particular area. Thankfully, the cleaver... the dogs count as beasts, even though they're not transformed. So, the serrated nature of the weapon does add to the damage dealt to dogs. There we go.
I'm trying to think, the reason why I registered as American was probably because I'm not speaking in a proper Canadian accent.
No, you don't have... You're not oot in a boot.
Yeah. My head's not flapping.
Hang on. Oh! Ooh, light lamp. Okay, we're fine. Even if we die right here, which we will. Okay. Oh, hey, these dogs can drop bloodstone shards. That's fun.
Oh, that's helpful.
One thing that I really miss when playing Bloodborne as compared with Dark Souls is you can't just sit at a bonfire to get all your health back. You have to go back to the Hunter's Dream.
Yeah, that's an inconvenience. Oh, I mean, it's also an inconvenience that, like, you have to go to the Hunter's Dream to go anywhere else.
Yeah, definitely. I miss in Dark Souls 1 when you could just level up from wherever.
Yeah.
Because, like, one of the reasons that my first playthrough I was kind of underleveled for most of the game, why I had such a rough time of it, is because I didn't want to head back to the Hunter's Dream because it felt like such a hassle. You know, because, like, you have to sit through 2 loading screens for it. And, like, you know, I didn't... So if I got to a new lantern, I wouldn't think, oh, thank goodness, I can go and spend my souls and level up. I'd think, okay, let's just keep going for a bit, you know?
Yeah. getting greedy. No.
I mean, arguably, yes. Bloodshot eyeballs. Do you... Okay. What's your opinion on the Chalice dungeons? Or Chalice dungeons, if you will.
I love them.
Okay.
I really love the just action combat of Bloodborne. As far as like store lore and like stuff goes, they do feel kind of like tacked on, just like a, all right, here you go, here's more thing.
Yeah.
But I really love like just fighting bosses and like just trying to beat things. So for me personally, the Chalice dungeons are great because it's just like, okay, let's just keep beating dungeons, we keep fighting bosses.
Makes sense.
What about you? What do you think of the Chalice dungeon? I
like them in concept, but in execution I find them to be somewhat lacking. My main opinion is that they are, like, it's a great flavor thing that they exist, but I do not want to go through all of them.
Yeah, and some of them are, some of the bosses are real pains. Like, I had harder times with one of the Chalice dungeon bosses than I did with, like, some of the endgame bosses.
Well, I mean, one of the Chalice dungeon bosses is, like, the true final boss, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I never got to her.
No, me neither.
Which is one of the things that I do want to do at some point whenever I decide to plug my PS4 back in.
I got close. Like, I think the story progression ones, there are 5 chalices, so there's a total of, like...
15?
No, because one of them has four floors. So 6...
okay.
5 lots of 3 plus 1. So yeah, 16 required bosses.
Yeah.
I think I got through probably most... I don't remember exactly. Also, let's see if I can demonstrate it. One of these crows is passive. Did you know about this?
Is it in this area? I thought it was in oh yeah, I see.
This one. Yeah. He won't attack unless you attack him first. But it's really easy to miss because they're all bunched up, and unless you do what I've done and try and lure them out one by one, it's really easy to accidentally hit him and aggro him. But there he is. Friendly little guy.
Yeah.
There's the other good crow.
Crows.
Sorry?
Yeah. The other good crow.
Yeah. There are 2 in this game.
Posture check.
Posture check. Oh. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, no, don't shove me off the cliff, thank you. Yeah. Oh, got some bone marrow ash.
I just caught up to the don't push me off the cliff. That was close.
It was. Okay. I think there's lots of upgrade materials in this area, but I forget where they all are.
Yeah, I think there's like even twins in here.
I think there's 2 crystal lizards, or whatever they're called in this game. Maybe the book can enlighten us.
Let's see if I can find out what the name of those things are.
Oh, we can't just burn down the barn. Not for lack of trying, though.
So, the index is in alphabetical order, which really helps when you don't know what the name of the thing you're looking for is.
Okay. Well, I mean, just, like, start off with enemies that it could be. I mean, I'm sure you know, like, a lot of enemies that it's definitely not, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why, like, I'm just skimming it right now, and... Because I'm pretty sure it's, like, some kind of beast, like, is the name of it.
Okay. Oh, no. I got pushed off a cliff. Whoops.
I don't think that's the name of it. We'll go there. No, that's not it. That's it. Huh. I don't see its name.
Huh.
I don't think that's either.
I mean, maybe it must be an enemy, right? Like, it's not categorized under a different area?
So the art book has the contents sorted in two ways.
Right.
The map.
Okay.
Like, it has it categorized by world map and by artwork index, which just has the names.
Well, I mean, you know, like, where you can find crystal lizards, don't you? Like,
it's been a while.
So I know for a fact that there is one at the top of the Healing Church workshop.
Well, then it should be in the first few pages.
Oh. Leave me alone, woman. There's one in... I think the first one that you can find is in Cathedral Ward. If you go out of the place where the... I'm trying to think of like how even to explain it. There's... Do you know the bit that overlooks the Great Bridge?
Yeah.
Oh, hello, kitty cat herder. Thank you. You like my hat? I'm feeling very spooky.
It is a good hat.
Thank you. It's
Hello.
Hmm?
Welcome home. Welcome
Oh,
home, good
here's one.
hatter.
There's one here. These guys.
I mean, yeah, these things are also like. Okay, let's see. Hammer Charnel Lane is where I am now. Let's see if it even shows up here. It does not.
Huh.
I'm like ripping through these pages as quick as I can, and I still haven't seen it once. And I'm like halfway through the book.
Oi! She did it again!
Rude, rude, rude.
Very rude. Oh, we're hydrating. Did you fill up your bottle?
Yep. Almost knocked it over onto my keyboard.
Whoops.
It's definitely not called that. Definitely not called that. Behold, a pale blood sky.
Behold.
Corn!
I'm sorry?
That one might be an Adult Swim joke.
Okay.
I need to set my phone on the charger so I leave you in this telling 3 or 1.
3 or 1 is a very important thing to remember.
I don't know what that means.
You need 3 of something to see the true ending.
Oh, that, yeah. Oh, hey! I found the picture for it.
Oh, yeah?
They don't have the name next to it.
Huh.
I'm just gonna keep flipping, because maybe... to be fair, they also don't... doesn't look like they have the name beside the bloodlickers. This book isn't very... Oh, no, it does have the name beside the bloodlicker.
Oh, come on. Just lost 11,000 Blackos. I got stuck in a bush. One thing that I find, like, really comforting about the Soulsborne games is, like, with very few exceptions, like, they're hard, but they're not unforgiving, you know? Because, like, if you lose all of your Bleckos, that's fine. You can just get some more. And there are very few items in the game that aren't 100% renewable, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean... Dark Souls 2 had that, and then like that mechanic where you could actually, well, it's good and bad.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
yeah, if you kill enemies like I think 12 times, they'd stop respawning. But you can reset that with bonfire ascetics, and you can also join the Company of Champions, which allows things to respawn indefinitely. Problem with that is both of those things increase the difficulty of enemies. Like,
yeah.
One thing I always say is, like, I like Dark Souls 2, but it makes it really hard for me because it has a lot of features that make things easier if you're already good at the game. You know? Like, it's not friendly to new players. Because you can, if you're a new player, get to a point where you're completely stuck and can't make any progress without making the game more difficult for yourself, you know?
Yeah, I mean, on one hand, you can also just force clear out everything between you and a boss. But at the same time, if you're, like, need items or, like, or trying to,
yeah.
Get souls back.
Speaking of getting souls back, I'm doing really badly today.
Right, those are all the trophies. Yeah, I can't find the thing's name.
Huh. Well, we'll just call them crystal lizards for now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the wiki instead. Which
Good
would
idea.
probably have been the faster thing to do.
I mean, if the name's actually not in the book, that's like a bad book. I gotta say, I know a thing or two about books, and that's a bad book.
I think it's also just like I am bad at reading.
Oops. Forgot to send the lift back down. Just charged straight into a hole. Oh, why am I like this?
The wiki is also sorted alphabetical.
Well, that's annoying. I mean, can you go to one of the areas? Or, like, what if you go to the wiki page for, like, bloodstone shards? Or twin bloodstone shards.
Maybe. I'm just gonna like give it a quick run, like scroll down anyway, because I'm already like halfway through.
Right.
And this also comes with like proper images. So it's not like awful for me to like try and look at things.
Makes sense?
I keep seeing Scourge Beast and I'm like, yeah, that, but no, that's the
No, that's the werewolf.
Things.
That's the guy everybody knows.
Yeah. Alright. Can't find it in enemies either.
Huh.
Alright, yeah, let's upgrade. Bloodstone shard.
I might turn off my face quickly, because I think I'm dropping a lot of frames.
That's fair, I guess.
Maybe if I just, like, remove the... Hang on. If I just remove the
Scurrying
animated
beast.
things. Scurrying Beast.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Yep.
Okay. Scurrying Beast.
That was so much effort. There's also no link. For like I don't maybe they just don't have a page.
That wouldn't make... Well... I was about to say it wouldn't make sense,
Oh,
but
there
at the
it
same...
is.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, it was just further up. What?
You're sounding very confused.
It looks like they're also called Wandering Madness.
Huh. So they're called two things.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's because like I was like, oh, I know them as something beast. Everyone in the wiki. So are they scurrying beasts or wandering madness?
Or is that all the comments?
Yeah, just make up your mind.
It's all your fault.
Imagine blaming all your problems. Never mind.
Well, imagine blaming all your problems on foreigners and then persecuting them violently.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine. It's a good thing we don't live in that world, isn't it?
Yeah. Lady, where are you keeping those? I love how many like people there are in this area that just
Oh, we got a resubscription. Thank you, PDAC. 5-month streak of Prime Gaming. I really appreciate it. Alright, these guys are annoying. Unless you can actually get the timing.
Oh yeah, these. Ooh. Yeah, they chonk.
They have a lot of health, a lot of defense, and they hit very hard. But you can parry them if you know the timing.
Just parry them. Any
Just
enemy you can parry is an easy enemy.
Yep, like this. What's this? I'm definitely not going to die here after exhibiting my hubris.
Hey, fuck, you ever hear of hubris?
Yeah?
Back in Dark Souls 1, a friend was playing, like, we all were playing together at a friend's place.
Right.
And he's just like, man,
having
I'm
a Dark
so good
Souls
at this.
LAN party.
Yeah, even though you can't really do that, but yeah, he's just like, oh, I'm so good at this game. I've been playing for like 3 hours straight and I haven't died once. And I just looked at him. Hey, you ever hear of hubris? No, what's that? And dies immediately. Oh, that's a lot of dog.
Yep. Okay, the sound. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to turn my face off now. Switch to different face. Goodbye, actual live 2D face. I really need to upgrade my computer.
Yeah. Don't we all?
I mean, I'm sure there are some people who don't. Let's make me a bit bigger.
I'm sure that those people would probably say that they don't need that they do need it.
Yeah, definitely. Right. Time to just run. I love when you get to the point in the game when you're confident enough to just sprint right to the boss, you know?
Yeah. I'm also glad that that is, like, a thing you can actually do.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Like, imagine if, like, they made it so that the shortcuts, like, even, like, this is a bit of a run, you gotta, like, sprint by a few enemies, but, imagine if it was just, like, you had to go through the whole area.
Yeah. Like, that's one thing I'm grateful for, that, like, yeah, it's... You can skip a bunch... Okay, the sound is still being really bad. I'm gonna have to get to a point where I can fix that, but first... lots of dog. Lots of dog, lots of dog. The thing is, when they're like this, there's just no real good opportunity to hit them, you know? Because
yeah,
every attack you make is going to be interrupted by one of them.
Yeah, there's just too many dogs.
Like, I like dog. Oh, dead. Okay, well, that's 11,000 blood echoes I'm never seeing again. Oh, well. I just want... I think there's...
Well, upside is, now that you don't have to worry about recovering Blackos, you can just suicide run.
True. I am gonna... Hang on, sorry. I need to quickly switch my thing on and off again. Boop. And boop. Right, there we are. I just sort of resynchronized them on my OBS, and because like I'm currently not listening to the game audio normally, I'm listening to it through the monitoring on OBS.
Okay.
Which, when they start to desynchronize a bit, makes it very off-putting.
Yeah. And given that there are audio cues in this game.
Yeah. Right, there is something down there, but I don't remember what it is, and I don't particularly feel like going to get it. So I'm just running past these. Oh! Snuggly Burrick is hosting my stream. Thank you, Burrick.
Huh?
Right.
Oh. When you said that, I was just like, what? Where do you see this? What is this witchcraft?
Yeah, I get the alert sooner than you do, buddy.
Dropping the kids off.
Ugh. took my eyes off the screen for 1 second to check the chat. I shouldn't have done that. Thanks, Burrick.
Plug my phone back in and put my worry stone down.
Huh? Sorry?
The last time I hung out with witches,
Yeah.
one of them just gave me a... I don't know my rocks really well, which probably gets my kobold card removed. But it's like this weird, like somewhat transparent greenish rock,
Right.
and it's just really good to... It's just comfortable to rub.
Mm. So it's your worry stone.
Yeah.
That's good. It's nice to have things like that.
I wonder when the next witch party will be.
The convention. It's not my joke. I can't take credit for that.
Oh, it's the first time I heard it, so...
Right. Okay. Behold. Boss fight time?
Yeah, boss fight time. Just...
Nope. There is a trick to this boss, and I'm not even going to try and fight it the normal way. For those that don't know, there are kind of two currencies in this game. There's blood echoes, which are used for pretty much everything, and then there's insight, which is used for summoning people, and I think that's about it.
There's a special shop.
There is a special shop. But you... it also affects the game world. Hang on. Is this a special thing?
I think...
No. I was wondering... The doll was praying. I was wondering if she was going to say her special prayer. But yeah, it affects the game world in a number of different ways. One of those ways is if you go into that fight with insight of any kind, any amount of insight, mad ones spawn. But if you go in with no insight, they don't. So just spend all your insight and you'll be safe. You'll be fine.
I mean, isn't insight also like a weird mistranslation?
I mean, I'll link to the Fear the Old Law videos about lost in translation, but sort of. There are other things in the game that use different words for what in Japanese is all like the same thing. And insight is one of those things, I think. I might be misremembering. But, yeah, insight is like... Blood Echoes represents a sort of strength of will, and insight represents, like, awareness, ability to see the world as it truly is. So certain things do change as you gain more insight. There are also a couple of player stats that are linked to the amount of insight that you have. Like... Sorry?
Beasthood?
Beasthood, yeah. Beasthood is inversely proportional. While...
Frenzy.
Frenzy resistance. Yeah, that's the other one. Thanks. Sorry, I was just concentrating on beating up old ladies.
Understandable.
Alright, I think there is a secret. There it is. Secret wandering madness or scurrying beast.
Yeah.
They're so much easier to take care of in this game than they are in the Souls games. Like, they don't disappear nearly as quickly, and they don't,
They don't take...
they don't lure you off cliffs.
Mhm. They also, like, have less health, it seems.
Mm.
Or less defense.
Now, this boss fight is still annoying because the Witch of Hemwick is invisible.
Yeah, and she can be in, like, one of 6 places or something.
Yeah. I mean, I think she always starts in the same place, but I don't remember where that is.
I think it's in one of the corners.
It would make sense. There she is. Yeah.
Because she casually walks around, and then she also, well, once you start whapping...
Is there any tell for where she is? No, there isn't.
Yeah, once you're close enough.
Yeah,
But,
once you're close enough, she appears.
and she can only appear in, like, so many places.
Yeah. There's also 2 of them.
Feels like you're cheesing it pretty hard right now.
Just about all the bosses in Bloodborne could be cheesed in one way or
Hey,
another.
there's the other one.
Yep. And it's only when they get to like a relatively low HP stat that they start actually fighting back.
Which makes them pretty easy. I mean, without the other things running around.
Yeah.
But even then, with the other things running around, they aren't really even that bad.
I mean, I've never actually done the fight with the other things. I've only ever done it with Zero Insight.
Yeah, I honestly didn't even know about the Zero Insight thing. Because I'm just
that good.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I just didn't, like, constantly have insight. Even on the build where having insight is bad.
Yeah. Alright, there we are. Weird that defeating her with a visceral attack changes her, like... yeah, okay, so... if you see in the top right corner, Kitty Cat Herder, there are 2 numbers. There's one big number and then one number which is just 2, which is represented by an eyeball. That is my insight. That is the stat which governs how well I am able to distinguish the reality. And there are certain things that change in the world. So you might have seen, like, right as the bosses died, a big, tall, lanky figure with a scythe appeared and immediately died. And if I had gone into the fight with more than 0 insight in the top right, I would have had to fight those things as well as the witches themselves. You gain it by discovering things, and there's also items that you can consume to gain it. And you can usually having more... Does it affects something positively, but it affects a lot of things negatively. So I think usually you don't want to have insight because it increases your or decreases your frenzy resistance. But you can spend it on various things.
Having enough insight actually, like, shows a bunch of stuff early.
Yeah.
And I think it, like, there are good things. I think having... you know what? I'm just gonna...
Does it
Yeah,
affect
Google
your item discovery? Like, does it affect
think
how...
so.
Well, now I've beaten the Witches of Hemwick. I got a couple of levels from them, and I got the Rune Workshop tool. But I don't have any runes to use it with yet. I'm thinking I'm just going to try Amelia again. Ugh. Right. We're trying Amelia again. Yeah, you can choose to, well, because, like, in the game it's kind of ambiguous as to, in general, whether being aware of the true nature of things is good or bad.
I do not see. I am not looking. Huh. So, there apparently is no good thing for having high insight.
Right.
I mean,
So it's
other
just...
than, like, perceiving the world.
Oh. Right. I wasted a fire paper. Fire papers are renewable, but only after you beat Amelia, I think.
Maybe?
When can you get to Yahagul?
It is after Amelia.
It is. That's when the snatches show up.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, we'll try. Excuse me.
Pardon me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me.
Excuse me. And excuse me. So, there's no benefit to having insight, but you do need it to summon other players, and you do need it to... you can spend it to buy things in the shop. But having high insight doesn't benefit you.
Yeah, it reduces your frenzy resist and reduces your
max B-hood.
Yeah. I think something about transforming attacks deal more like body damage.
Well, that seemed to work. I need to remember my stamina limit.
Yeah, getting used to the how much you can attack.
Yep. Oh, okay, dead again. Right, that's 2 out of 3. I might take a quick break, quick bathroom break after the next one, because after that I'll be out of fire paper.
Fair
I think...
I said fair enough.
We're also coming up on 3 hours, but I would like to beat Amelia before we end the stream.
Pass the controller, bruh.
Sure. Do you want to come over here, or shall I come over there?
I'm sure the couch is long enough.
Transatlantic couch. Which side of Canada are you on? You're sort of like in the middle-ish, aren't you?
No, I'm in Ontario.
Is that the
Ontario.
eastern end or the western end?
Yeah, eastern end.
Okay.
Although I'm in northern Ontario, but anything north of Toronto is northern Ontario, so...
Right.
Nah.
Ugh.
Hey, let's see it.
Oh, well, I'm dead already. Cool. Okay, yeah, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a quick break.
Alright.
Oh, I forgot to turn my face back on. There I am. Yeah, I'll be back in just 1 second. You can keep the good people entertained.
That's a terrible idea.
You'll do fine. You'll do fine. Just give trivia about the lore of Bloodborne.
Where do we begin? Where do you begin with the lore of Bloodborne? You go back into the history of how everything got all messed up, or do you just talk about how the things are messed up right now? As far as how things are messed up right now, so the I'm not sure. Like, I don't want to like talk spoilers, and that's the thing is I can't remember anything ever. So currently there is the Scourge of Beasts, brought on by Beasthood creeping up the right leg allegedly, and turning men into beasts. Whenever the beasts become too rowdy, a hunt begins, and the good people of the city, paired with the hunters of the Healing Church, make their way out into the streets and kill all the beasts. Usually without much question of how beast they really are. But that's the hunter's discretion. One of the bosses we've seen already, Father Gascoigne, is a foreigner to this region, who came here and joined the church in order to become a hunter, and then ended up becoming lost in the thrill of the hunt. Don't you just love it when your brain just turns off? Ooh. Minecraft hurt noise.
Ooh.
Oh, you're back.
Yep. Played one too many Hydra redeems. Okay. Did you keep everybody entertained?
I did my best to explain Daddy Gas Can.
Papa G.
Yeah.
Well, we can look at the lore of his attire, can't we? Father is a title used for clerics in a foreign land, and there is no such rank in the Healing Church. The dingy scarf is a holy shawl and symbol of the Healing Church, from which Gascoigne would eventually part ways. Father, yeah, same thing. Similar to hunter garb created at the workshop, only these are tainted by a pungent beastly stench that eats away at Gascoigne. And same thing for the trousers. Yeah. Papa G. We like Gascoigne.
Beasts all over the shop.
Beasts all over the shop.
Ooh. In the art book, there's a picture of him without his coat on.
Oh.
And I have to say, this man be styling.
Oh, yeah.
To be fair, like, most of the characters without the coats on have quite the look.
Can I just talk about one of my fashion pet peeves for a sec?
Okay.
The hunter has, like, a belt attached to their thing that's just tied at the back. And I kind of hate just seeing belts tied, you know, rather than buckled. And I understand that if it's attached to the coat itself, there's not really much you can do with it. But at the same time, like, I don't like seeing knots in the belts, you know? Whenever I see, like, a detective in an old show, and they're wearing a trench coat, and they've just got the belt tied, it just bothers me, you know? And it's not really a rational thing.
They're too busy to properly do up their belt, so they have to spend more time tying it rather than just buckling it.
I was about to do a Columbo impersonation. It's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But like, I haven't watched Columbo recently enough, and I don't think even when I had watched it recently, I could do a convincing impression. So, yeah.
So, quick question.
Uh-huh.
Who's Columbo?
Oh my lord. Columbo is a detective. He was portrayed by Peter Falk. I don't remember the character's exact history, but like he had a disarming personality where he'd like talk in a very amiable way with the suspects. And gradually, like, he sort of played a buffoon, but he was incredibly clever because he caught the suspects off guard and got them to reveal details in conversation that they couldn't have known unless they had some implication in the crime. And like, he had a couple of catchphrases, which is like, just one more thing that's been bothering me, you know?
Oh, I think I've seen
Memes?
Yeah.
Gianni and Matrograno?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I think I've seen those memes where it's just like, there's one more thing that's been bothering me. Why do they call it an oven when you
Yep.
when you oven cold food and oven out hot food eat?
Yep. That's Columbo.
Okay.
One of my favorite.
Now I've got a face.
One of my favorite Columbo memes like that is like, now that's funny to me because you said you'd never heard of Tumblr, but just now you said you reblogged a tweet. But you don't reblog a tweet, sir. You retweet it.
Oh no, someone's got.
Oh, okay, cool, that's a double swing. Okay, I got one of her arms.
Nope, I see that double swing.
I never feel confident rallying against certain bosses.
I mean, as a Beast Claw fighter, rallying is basically the thing that I have to do.
Yeah. Right, I think this fight is probably going to take up until the end of the stream. By which I mean, we've just passed 3 hours. I wasn't planning on going much longer than 3 hours anyway. And Yeah, we'll just, whenever we beat Amelia, we'll call that the end.
Sounds like a plan. Aren't you supposed to be able to get viscerals whenever you break limbs?
No. There is a time where you can get viscerals, but it's not whenever you break limbs. You have to get her to lower her head. Oh, we're running low on blood vials. I just respawned with 19.
Yeah, I see that. Which I wouldn't really call running low, but you're out of stock.
Yeah, that's what I would call running low.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't have a surplus such that I respawn with 20 every time. I would call that running low.
Well, off to the chalice.
Ugh. I'm not doing the chalice just yet. I don't even have any of the chalices.
Yeah, I mean, I'm joking anyway. That would be a big old time run around.
Yeah. Now remind me, the cleaver form of the saw cleaver, the trick mode of it, that doesn't have the serrations on it, does it?
I've never actually used this weapon, so I don't know for sure. But I do know, like, using the tricking of it is very important for this fight.
Right. How many... Oh, I might be able to upgrade my weapon a bit more, actually. Let me see.
Yeah,
I need 5 singles. And then... Oh, no. I don't remember how many I need. 8 bloodstone shards to get to +3? I have 4. Because I think it's 3, 5, 8. Maybe I can't. Oh, we'll try again. And you know what? I'm going to be a bit more aggressive.
Alright. Good luck.
Thank you. Right.
Yeah, you just got to get all up in Amelia.
Yeah. Hey, don't talk about your fanfic. That one really annoys me, honestly. That, because it takes a while to come out. Like, I was talking earlier in the stream about really slow attacks. Where it's like, I end up dodging like a second before they come out, you know?
Oh, her two-hand like grab thing?
No, not that one. That one I can usually avoid. She has like one where a right-handed swing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it's just annoying. Actually, what? Are all her attacks physical?
I believe so.
Cool. I don't have anything that's better than the hunter attire for physical defense.
Okay, I figured Gascoigne's probably would have been.
No, Gascoigne's has better blunt and better pierce or thrust, but not better physical. I
get the feeling she's mostly like slash.
Yeah. The game doesn't really do a good job of telling you like which is which. Like, it would be nice if there was some visual indication of what type of damage you were taking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm mostly just assuming that it's slash because it's like all... Well, I mean, there's probably a few blunts, but like... it's probably mostly slash because it's like claws. Imagine if you could just, like, speed run past Amelia and just, like, run and touch the skull.
Run to who, sorry?
Run and touch the skull.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like, 1 second, bye.
Do her broken limbs take extra damage?
I don't know.
It does look like it. Oh, okay, hang on. I heard the noise. Visceral.
Okay, that visceral did a fair amount of damage, but nothing too crazy.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
some of her attacks just come out half a second after I expect them. Oops. Drop my controller.
That's a weird way to say you threw it.
No. It was resting on my leg. And I moved slightly. Yeah, this stream is either going to end with me beating Amelia or me running out of blood vials. When one of those two things occurs, I'll call it. That's not fair.
Sounds good. I'm hoping it's the former.
Well, we'll see.
I mean, you aren't exactly, like, chewing through the blood vials either, so that's good.
Yeah, because I die before I get a chance to use them. The previous run, though, like, I felt like it went pretty, much better than they have been.
Yeah.
Are there even any echoes left in this bloodstain? Nope. Yeah, the one attack that always gets me is the one where she like rakes her hand across the floor.
Yeah.
I really don't feel like I'm doing enough damage. Certainly not without the fire paper.
Yeah. I mean,
But
you're only dealing like 40 to 60 a hit, right?
About that, yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I say, I don't feel like I skipped much, you know? I came... I mean, I haven't done Old Yarnum. There is that area off to the side, which has a couple of scurrying beasts in it. But I don't know. I always feel that any game where you have to grind is badly designed, and that you should be able to go through pretty much just every mandatory fight if you're skilled enough at the game. And obviously I understand that I'm not very good at this game, or games in general, but at the same time I also don't feel like completely lose my train of thought. Basically I don't feel like I should have to grind in this game in order to be dealing decent damage to Amelia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm dead again. Right. I mean, I guess in another playthrough, I mean, it might be the fact that I sprinted through Central Yharnam, you know? Because, like, in your first playthrough, you would spend a lot of time killing the enemies and then dying, and you would gradually accrete a cache of souls, you know?
What level are you?
23.
I mean, 7 levels isn't, like, that much, but I think you're supposed to be closer to, like, 30 for here.
I mean,
Also,
maybe
you haven't been putting that many levels into, like, your damage stats.
No, that's true. Yeah, probably, like, the first mistake was bringing everything up to 10. Especially if I'm not planning on using Arcane this playthrough. Putting points into Arcane is pretty useless unless you're making an Arcane build.
Yeah. I mean, even Blood Tinge. And then I saw you leveled up Dex, and
I mean, I started with higher Dex, because I'm playing the Noble Scion. So, start with high Dex and high blood. So maybe actually grabbing a threaded cane and upgrading that would be better.
Yeah, maybe, because it does scale better off of Dex, but it's got like lower base.
Right, visceral. Yeah, you do need to upgrade your weapons. I'm currently using a +2 cleaver, which is about as high as you can get just through the normal progression of the game.
At this point, I think like if you were like into all the areas before Amelia, you could get 3.
Yeah. I possibly also have enough from Hemwick to get to +4, but it's a question of getting the remaining 4 single Bloodstone shards, which I could do if I went through Old Yharnam.
Yeah.
I don't know how many upgrade materials are in there.
Well, you only need 4.
Yep. Ugh. Okay, I'm down to 6 vials. But I managed to get it down to half health that time. So, maybe?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Although that 8 vials.
Huh?
Well, you were at like 14 before that, right?
Yeah. Okay. This will either be the one where I succeed or the one where I fail. But then again, the same could be said of every boss attempt. I could also summon a guy. There's an NPC hunter for summoning.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it is, but if you're gonna do that, you probably want to clear out like everything between him and the boss.
Well,
which is only like 4 enemies.
Yeah. There's like 2 church servants with the big crosses, 1 with a scythe, and then the church giant.
Yeah.
It's that one again. Because she has a slight delay in starting up, which always throws me off.
Hmm.
Oh, her shockwave projectile attack is also very annoying. I always forget that, like, it's a lot wider than I expect.
Yeah.
Okay. No. There we go. I'm dead. But I still have one more vial. Do you think I can do it with one?
No.
Do you think I should even attempt?
I think maybe probably do a little bit of off camera resource gathering.
Yeah. I'll probably do a couple of runs through Central Yharnam off screen. I'll do one. I'll tell you what, actually. I'll tell you what. Let's start off by getting rid of all of the enemies, and then we'll see if this hunter will be a helper. And also, some of these people can drop vials, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so. For a second, I thought that guy gave you an insight.
Nope. I don't think normal enemies can drop insight.
Well, it was more like a because of how the souls like appeared on you.
Ah, okay. So, we'll start off by getting rid of all these church servants.
Quicksilver bullets. Not the thing.
Wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king. If I just wait, the the giant will leave. But
yeah,
I do have to
down.
Sorry?
Yeah, it goes down, but at the same time, like, oh, blood. The hunter that summoned might also just try and go down and fight it.
Right. So, I think I've cleared the way. No, I have to clear the two with the crucifixes.
Yeah.
I think he's just going to stay there. These guys are a little annoying, because I think they always move as a pair. Nope.
They also, like, do frenzy.
I think they only do frenzy when you have higher insight.
Keep backpedaling away every time you get the visceral.
Because I'm not expecting the parry to actually work. Right, Quicksilver bullets. What did this guy drop? Quicksilver bullets. Okay, that's fine. I'll also get rid of this guy. This guy up here. Who's in the prime spot for a backstab. Actually, I'm not going to risk it. Just in case it aggroes the giant. Yeah. Right. Who are you? Henriette. Come on, Henriette. Oh, stretching. Ooh. Thank you for the hazelnuts. Looking very dapper. Maybe I should wear the top hat. Think it'd suit me? Yeah. Right, come along, Henriette. Oh, nope, she's going for him.
I mean, hopefully if you just go to the Amelia, she'll turn around, but...
She's also not dealing a huge amount of damage.
Seems like a phantom that, like, you summon specifically just to take aggro.
Maybe. I mean, it is nice to have a friend. Maybe I will do these streams online in future.
Maybe.
Come on, Henriette. Like, one more hit. Okay, we got him. Oh, and he dropped some blood vials. Thank you. Okay. Henriette. We're going to fight a Vicar. Or a Vicar.
A Vicar.
A Vicar. I'm actually going to look up the etymology. Because I feel like they must be related in some way.
Quite possibly.
Right. Here she is. Let's go.
Either way, after this fight, I definitely have to get going because the post closes in like half an hour.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't we call this one the last one? If you just leave whenever you have to, I'll finish this fight, and then I'll sign off the stream. Sound good?
Alright. Sounds good. I'm going to try and catch as much of this as I can, but...
Well, I have really enjoyed having you here.
Yeah, it was good to be here. Spend some time.
Yeah. Your advice has been very helpful. In parts.
Advice? Advice? Oh, there she is.
Sorry?
Oh, gosh. Oh, Henriette, like, on the stream, was, like, not visible, and then all of a sudden just fucking, zipped in.
I'm fairly sure the bosses have extra health when there's more hunters.
Yeah.
So maybe I have actually handicapped myself.
At the same time, it seems like the damage is going a little bit better. Also, like, having the attention split.
Yeah. Can I just say, as well, like, I love Amelia's, like, flowy, tattered clothes. I think it's such a fantastic effect. And they use it all the time in Bloodborne. But it really does just... it looks wonderful, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Visceral. Thank you, Henriette. Does Amelia have a second phase?
I think she just gets more aggressive, if anything.
Right. She has some extra attacks that she doesn't use before she's down to a certain level of HP.
Yeah, like the healing one.
The healing one?
Vicar Amelia has a move that heals herself.
Oh. Great.
Yeah, I mean, you can interrupt it. Because it's also not fast.
I see.
So you just run up and start beating on one side and try and break a limb to stop, to interrupt it. Nope, missed that visceral.
Yeah. I was trying to line it up, but I didn't quite know where to go. Honestly, Henriette is like carrying this fight.
Yeah, but I mean, like the damage output she's doing isn't like super amazing, but it still helps. And also, again,
She's dead.
having a distraction. Amelia or Henriette?
Henriette. And
Okay.
I'm out of blood vials. This is the end. I'm dead. Oh.
So, I think with a full stock of blood vials and Henriette, you've got this.
Yeah. Okay, so off stream, I'll do some grinding and see if I can... I'm not going to attempt Amelia again until next Friday when I stream again, but I will do some farming for blood vials.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Quite thrilling.
quite thrilling. Yeah, I'm just going to switch back to Zoop. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining me today. I've had tons of fun. Kalmar, I hope you have as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bud.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Is that something you say out there?
No.
Okay. Cool. Well, I've just made a fool of myself. Right. Well, I'm going to see if anybody else is streaming that I can raid. But thank you all for coming to my first Spooktober stream. Fiona Riches. Okay. We have the raid has been guided. Marvelous. Give me one sec. Marvelous. Sorry, Fiona Riches or Fiona Marbles? Right, let me just load up the... Because I don't think I can do that from my phone. I think I do have to do that on my PC. Okay. Right.
Alright, now I remember why I didn't put my microphone as close to me as I normally do.
Where's that?
Because it's right next to my keyboard.
Fiona Riches. Ah, okay. There we go. Alright, we'll head over to Fiona Riches' Marble stream. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you'll join me again on Tuesday for Darkest Dungeon, or on Wednesday for Alone in the Dark, the original from 1992. If you're interested in, like, horror game history, Alone in the Dark is kind of where it all started. It is the granddaddy of all survival horror games. Resident Evil pretty much owes its existence to Alone in the Dark. Well, not to say that somebody else wouldn't have come up with the idea, but Alone in the Dark did it first. So yeah, if you're excited about that, come and join me on Wednesday. Or next Friday, I'll be doing more Bloodborne. There is a schedule posted on my Twitter, and I will tweet out about specific streams. Do you have anything you want to plug, Kalmar?
Not particularly. Not really doing much yet, so mostly just thanks for the gathering.
No problem. All right. Well, we'll head on over to visit Fiona Riches. And yeah, have a good evening, everybody.
Yeah.
And a good weekend as well. So, I'll see you again. Bye-bye.
Bye.